You can... This is why I'm living here. Because recording in this town... Every 30 seconds, somebody is either driving by or talking across the roadway. I have to move. So welcome back to Buff's Garage. I'm here with VANtana. Thanks to Torque Racing Productions for these awesome emblems, custom made for VANtana. And you can get your own custom made emblems. Check out Torque Racing Productions. I'll put his information down below in the description. We are back with VANtana, and I've got to get the old windows rolling up and down. On days like today, it's not quite hot enough for the AC, but it's a little bit too warm to be driving around with the windows up. And the wing vents only go so far before I just really need to be able to roll the windows up and down. Plus, do you know how hard it is to go through a drive-through when the windows don't go down? Obviously, I still got the 63 slammed pre back here that I got to work on. I've got the Avalanche on the Charger maintainer. We're going to hopefully get that thing up and running. Just got to do a little work on the rear end since we threw the drive shaft right after No Name Nationals. But VANtana's got to serve me on a daily basis right now. And to do that, we're going to drive by and make a lot of noise in our vehicles. I have to move. This town is no longer conducive to YouTuber. They don't let you keep your vehicles in the yard. Everybody wants to drive by and come by my place and go look at my cars. They want to walk onto my property and just nose around, even with the no trespassing signs everywhere. So I'm not kidding. Truly, about every 30 seconds to a minute, somebody is driving by. Somebody. Everybody's got to just drive by. And they slow creep. But it's always something. You got these people over here working. You got these cool cars over here, which I really like, but they're noisy all the time. You got the park behind me, which always has activity. That's what it's for. But not when you're trying to film. So it's pretty much impossible to film here anymore. I've got to find another place to be able to do what I do and best entertain you guys. Because at Buff's Garage, the whole goal is we want to work on cars. And we can't work on cars if we're busy fighting all of the traffic and the people and the city and everybody else. So truly, it's just time for VANtana and I to get the hell out of here. And the best way to do that is I've got to keep packing on the house. I just got a lot of stuff in the garage I got to move. So in the meantime, go check out Torque Racing Productions. Get you some custom badges. We're going to make this one easy. That one has a door panel still on it. This one does not. This one did not have the door panel on it when I got it. It's got a metal one back there behind the couch. But for now, we're going to just use this to our advantage and take these bolts out, pull that motor out, and put the new one in. For those of you wondering if my silicone trick worked on the windshield, it did not. So I grabbed what was left of that Flex Seal that we used on the AC to fix it and just kind of slathered it on in a uniform-ish pattern. And let's see if it worked, because it's about to rain. And of course, I jump in old VANtana and the AC don't work. It worked great yesterday and I got no blower motor. Wires, hammer, fixed. So I gave the blower motor a little tappy tap and off it went and started working again, which is awesome because now I can deal with this Kansas heat and humidity and style in VANtana with some ice cold AC. The wipers don't always work. There's no radio. I may or may not still have a parking brake light on. But it's fine. There's definitely something up with the transmission. So either the vacuum line for the modulator is bad, it's fallen off. It could just be that the transmission fluid is basically coffee colored and has the consistency as the water in Flint, Michigan. But I'm sure it'll be fine. If I can just drop the pan, throw a filter in there, do a few little minor upgrades recommended by Tony's Hot Rod Garage, I think this transmission will be ready for a little turbo action. Of course, it is a 700 R4, so please do expect this is going to fail spectacularly. But that's part of owning a VANtana. You got to kind of roll with it, and whatever happens, happens, and be prepared. Something bad's going to happen. I am so glad I fixed the AC in this thing. It is so much nicer to be shooting down the road with ice cold air blowing in your face. It's just so good. Well, I just had a wonderful night at one of the new properties I'm looking at, and Brian VANtana was flawless. Gotta love this van for its versatility and its ability to bounce back after sitting for a decade. So now I'm gonna go explore the area, kind of get a sense of what's here and what's available to do. And of course, is this the future home of Buff's Garage? It looks like VANtana is already at home right here in front of the shop. I'm probably in the shop at some point. So here I am at one of the many properties I'm looking at. This one in particular, it enticed me because it's very rural. There's not a lot of traffic, no main roads going by, and it has a shop building already. It's probably not the ideal shop that I'm looking for Buff's Garage, but it's better than nothing. And in this area, if you want seclusion, you're not going to get it with a building as well. So truly, I feel like this one may be a contender. It's also in my price range. But I'm going to go check out the property. I'm going to take a look at just the whole spread here and see what I feel. Because really what it comes down to, it's not just money. It's how does it make you feel? Now I've already checked, and in this particular area, there's no planning and zoning that's going to cause any issues with vehicles parked in the yard area. I'm sure the neighbors probably don't appreciate it as much, but there's no HOA and there's no planning and zoning. So when you combine those two, this is a contender. Do a little walking tour. Obviously the building right here. Fenced in area for something. Mosquito pond there. Well, we had some kind of gas hookup. Okay. Ankle breaker 3000 right there. Look at this, already ready for a fire pit. See, we've already got a big metal building here, so I can't imagine anyone would complain if maybe we put another one right here. And look at that. A little swing, ready to go. So I don't know if you can hear that or not. That's a boat back there. America. So far this property is pretty cool. I like the gentle slope down the hill. I like the old trees that it's got. And of course it's got a building with power. Apparently at some point had some kind of propane or something there. Now there's several lots here, so there's always the option to try to buy them all or just pick up one. But I know the section I'm looking at today is this one big section here with the old growth trees and the building. And this will be the one that's going to be in consideration for the future home of Buff's Garage. Venturing inside here, you can definitely tell that there was some kind of animal in here. Looking for cast iron? We can fix that. Mosquito pond. Let's just end this now.